All right, my friends, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we are going to do the long-term review on the Nacon 5 Revolution Pro, or the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro, and the Turtle Beach Stealth Ultra. Both of these controllers are being reviewed for the PC experience. So, as you guys know, I did a video a while back for the GameSir G7 SE, I believe it was, and that was the first controller that I actually had access to that had the haptic or the Hall effect joysticks and the Hall effect triggers. I fell in love with that controller immediately, and if you are on a budget and you need something with the Hall effect joysticks and the Hall effect triggers, I 100% recommend that controller. The only downside for that is it is a wired controller, so you will have to utilize the 10-foot cable that comes packaged with that controller. It's very light. It does have actual software that you can get in there and you can adjust it. You can update the firmware software, all of that. The GameSir G7 SE is definitely one heck of a controller. And having the Hall effect joysticks and triggers is definitely going to prevent you from having stick drift or any of those problems later down the road. So yes, if you need something affordable that isn't going to cost a lot of money, you can pick those up on Amazon. They are $49.99. I believe there might still be a link in the description. Actually, I'll make sure I put a link in the description for that, as well as these on the Amazon. So, first of all, I've been using the Nacon Revolution 5 for the last couple of days in preparation for this because I have been using the Stealth Ultra Pro, or the Stealth Ultra from Turtle Beach a lot. So let's talk about Nacon for a moment, my friends. Go ahead and take a look at this incredible controller. Now, these right here have weights. There's a weight kit that you can actually install different size weights in here. The ones I have in here now are the biggest ones that you can get. These are going to add to the overall heft of the controller, which is not actually that bad. Like, this controller is very, very incredible when it comes to being able to use this. Now, you do have different types of settings back here that you can set. You have the back buttons right here that you can 100% program. The joysticks and triggers are all Hall effect. With these joysticks, you can pop the cap off, and then you can see like this ring right here. In the package, or in the little kit, there are more rings that you can put on this that you can increase the circumference of your joysticks, therefore limiting the movement that you can do on those, which in turn can definitely help if you're playing games like racing games or any of like or anything that you would need just like fast stick movement. But like say you're playing like an open world game. And like if you got the biggest rings on there, I'm going to pull out that little kit. I have it right here. I'm going to pull out the kit and show you guys what comes with it. And then I'm also going to show you guys what comes with the, sorry about the video being a little bit not 100% precise, but this is the accessory kit that you get in there. And as you can see, these here are the extra weights that you'll be able to put into the controller. But these are the rings that I'm talking about. You have this little one. This is the smaller one. And then you also have the one that's already on it is just standard. You can't change that one. And then you have this thicker ring. Let me grab that other one and show you guys. So you have the thicker ring, which is right here, and then the thinner ring, and those there are going to restrict the movement from your joystick in a way that can potentially help you. You also have a different type of D-pad that you can put on there, as well as big fat knobs. If you want these giant fat tire knobs on your joysticks, you can have those, as well as some more traditional concave joystick tops for that. It does come with the microphone, little adapter type deal. This is a microphone so that you can have that if you want that. This controller is 100% Bluetooth, and this also works with the PlayStation 5. Like, this is a PlayStation 5 controller, but the only downside to it being a PlayStation controller is you do not get the haptic feedback or the adaptive triggers, which kind of sucks. You actually don't even get regular rumble on PlayStation 5 games, but you do get it with PlayStation 4 games. So if you're playing a PS4 game on your PlayStation 5, you'll still have rumble. And you can 100% thank PlayStation for that, for making it so you cannot have the haptic feedback or adaptive triggers on the other third party proprietary third party freaking controllers. So that really sucks. Definitely not very happy with PlayStation over that experience, but as it sits right now, the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro is an incredible controller. Like, this thing feels so good in your hands. I absolutely love it. The Hall effect joysticks never have to worry about any kind of stick drift or anything like that, and it just feels precise in everything you do. Now, if you play a lot of racing games, that is where this really comes in handy. Is the higher quality precision that you get out of, both the triggers as well as the joysticks. It absolutely feels good for shooters. Pretty much everything. There's different modes. There's like a rapid mode on here. Like I said, it has Bluetooth. You can change different colors and stuff. It's got the trigger locks right here. If you want like hairline triggers, you can definitely have those. Very easy to set up. I think this thing is like pretty much plug and play. It does come with a 10-foot braided cable, so if you want to plug it in, that's how I usually use these. I usually just plug them in and use them. Don't really mind that. And then, as you can see, this does have they're not these are not concave, they're convex. Convex controller joysticks that usually just come right on there. So this is an incredible controller. It does have the touchpad. You can use that on the PlayStation if you want to. Obviously, you can get this controller in black or white. Me personally, I wanted the black one. It just looks incredible when you have like the purple light. Let me go ahead and plug that in so you guys can see that. This is the supplied cord that comes with it. You get a blue light as well as a purple light. I like this controller, guys. I do. I love it. This is probably the most premium controller that, in terms of PlayStation that I've actually bought. And just so you guys know, I do actually have the DualSense Edge. This is the one from PlayStation. The full-on DualSense Edge. Like, this one's incredible. It has the haptic feedback, the adaptive triggers. You can 100% switch out your no, don't turn on the freaking pay station. Gosh dang it. Now it's going to turn that on. I knew that was going to happen if I pulled this thing out. See, you could take that off. Let me turn this light back on. So you can turn that off. I'm going to turn the TV down, but I'm going to leave this on because I need to try something on the PlayStation here in a few minutes anyways. But you can pull these joysticks actually out of there. You just lift this little tab, boop, and then you can pull these out so you can replace these modules on your DualSense Edge controller. They just slide right back in. So this isn't a video for this controller. This is actually for these two. Sorry about that, guys. So this is the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro. Absolutely love this controller. I think it's incredible. So now let's go ahead and switch on over to the Turtle freaking Beach Stealth Ultra. Now this controller, I've been using this one for a while now. This one here is different. In terms of weight, this one here is significantly lighter than the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro. Like, this controller feels beefy. This controller feels super light. And at first, I'm not even gonna lie, it kind of felt a little bit cheap to me when I first picked this controller up. I was like, oh man, this thing is so cheap. But if you look at this bad boy, my gosh, the nice, beautiful, freaking etched grips that absolutely feel incredible on here. The textured, actually, I think the other controller has textured buttons as well. You have the trigger locks right here. Sorry, I'm looking at that. As well as you've got the back buttons back here, and they are very, very nice to use those. Very, very nice. Obviously, you have your Xbox button. Now, the best thing about this controller, let me see if I can turn it on. Okay, so it's got the RGB that are on the handles, and you can do all of your programming for the back buttons and other buttons from right inside this little menu. Push that, push the Y button, and then you go over here, vibration. You could set your vibration on here. You could set the access mapping, and then you can set the buttons for whatever you want for those back buttons to be able to function as. You've got different profiles that you can set up in there. The social aspect, like you can read stuff on there, and then you can obviously do your updating and stuff through that as well, and then you're connecting stuff like that. So you just get out of that, and then you have just your regular screen. So you do get this screen, and it is an active display for the most part. Now, the other features about this, it does have the 3.5 millimeter jack in there as well for your headphones. These here are also Hall Effect joysticks as well as Hall Effect triggers. So that there, you're not going to get the stick drift, and you're not going to get, you know, the like your triggers are never going to wear out. Like, they are magnetic Hall Effect sensors, which is absolutely incredible. Now, the other biggest thing about this controller, and the reason why, you know, like you can definitely be like, all right, man, this feels cheap or whatever. All of these buttons are mechanical. All of the buttons, face buttons, D-pad, every single one of these are mechanical buttons. They have mechanical presses on there, so that means they are going to last you a lot longer than your standard freaking buttons. This controller is absolutely incredible. I freaking love this one. Now, I use this one here for probably, I would say, a good almost 3 months straight. I've been using this. I bought the Nacon 5. I bought the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro first, but there was just something about the Stealth Ultra that had me continuing to use it day in and day out. I love. At first, I kind of felt like the lightness of it. Like, I was like, oh, I don't know if I like how light it is. But then as time went on, man, gosh dang, like, I just kept going for this controller, wanting to use it. And I love the way it feels. Like, I think it's these grips. To be completely honest with you, I love the way they feel in my hands. I love the way that I love the way the Nacon feels. I do. I love it. I think it feels great. And it feels girthy and everything, but this one here just fits the contour of my hand so freaking perfectly well that it just feels natural to pick up the Stealth Ultra. It does. Like, I love it. These grips on the side are probably my absolute favorite feature of this controller. And obviously the Hall Effect joysticks. Now, I said this with the Nacon Revolution 5 Pro. Obviously, that Hall Effect joysticks, man, they're magnetic. So when you're playing like racing games, and like so when you're playing a racing game, you're gonna push up on this, and then you're gonna rotate just like a steering wheel. And with the Hall Effect, you know, like the minute rotation, it just feels so much smoother than it does with your regular potentiometer. Your potentiometer has. It's got like a wiper in there that just wipes across a resistor, pretty much like just a bunch of wires are wrapped together, and then you've got like a little wiper that wipes across those, and then it tells the the electricity or like where the position is. Where with these it's magnetic, so it's a significantly more. It's just more like you've got more layers of not layers, but more stops for where that position is actually at, and it's significantly more accurate when you're playing like a racing game or any other type of game. Now, this controller doesn't have a lot of features like the Nacon Revolution 5, like with the added weights or the extra like caps and stuff. It does have caps, and then it also does have the it's got like a little dock. I thought I had it right here. Dang it. I could have sworn I just saw it. It has just it comes with a little dock, and then it also has a, are you kidding me? Oh, that's why. It's way up there. Ha! Sorry, guys. So this one comes with a dock, as well as a 10-foot cord. If you don't want to have to set it up, you could just plug this. You could just plug in these little, gosh, let me get this thing over here. So you could just plug in these like little USB sticks. In here, you've got one for here. Then you've also got another one that came with it that you could plug into your console. Or actually, you don't even need to plug it into your console. You plug it into this, and then you USB-C, plug that into your console, and then your thing is wireless right there. You don't need to set it up. You don't need to do anything else. It's just automatically wireless. And that works both on PC as well as Xbox Series XS and Xbox One. Like, this controller works across all Xbox platforms. So if you're looking for the ultimate Xbox controller that's going to last you a very long time, the Stealth Ultra, absolutely incredible. Like, this is my go-to controller right now. This is the one I use the most. I love the way it feels. It feels good, and it actually feels cool, like in your hand. Long gaming sessions like this just feel so cool with these amazing freaking grips. Like, these are so nice. It just feels so good in your hands. So good in your hands. And it keeps your hands cool. Like, your palms don't get all super terribly sweaty. It feels good. You got nice tactile feeling on all of your triggers and all of your bumper buttons and everything. Like, it just feels incredible. So my recommendation, guys, I could go either way, to be completely honest with you. When it comes to the Nacon 5 Revolution Pro, that controller it's more hefty. It definitely is heavy. It's clearly designed for hardcore gaming, for esports, stuff like that. Like, it is absolutely designed for that. It's rugged. It feels good in your hands. It feels heavy. It's got a nice little heft to it. My hands do get a little bit more sweaty on this one. Not too much though. Not anything like super exaggerated or anything like that. Like, I can comfortably play with this for hours at a time. The heaviness of it, it's not like so heavy that it is heavy enough. Like, it feels good in your hands. Like, it feels good in your hands. Like the button layout, the way the controller's laid out, it really does feel good. And like I said, you've got plenty of options with this one to set that up to your liking, to get the most out of it. Actually, I think they both come with these like little freaking cases too. I just don't remember where the Nacon one went. I know it comes with a case. I just don't know where it went. But obviously, like the Turtle Beach, it's just an empty like little cover of a shell. Out of all of them, I think the PlayStation's the DualSense Edge probably has the nicest case. It's got the hard plastic case and stuff. Here's this one. I mean, this one here is probably my favorite, PlayStation first party controller ever made. I do like this thing, but that one doesn't have Hall effect joysticks, so it's not even in the running. The other two are, in my opinion, far more premium because of that. And then, so, like I said, guys, I like right now my favorite one out of the bunch is probably the Turtle Beach. Absolutely love this controller. I love the way it feels. But if in a pinch, I'm definitely using the Nacon over that. And like I said, that G7 SE, the GameSir G7 SE is absolutely incredible. If you want to try Hall effect joysticks for yourself, definitely pick that up. Definitely is priced to be able to get you a good experience very like really quick. I'll have a link in the description for all 4 of these controllers in the Amazon thing. I would let you guys check out the G7 SE, but I gave them to the kids so that they could play with those, so that they would stop getting stick drift. So, all right, my friends, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry this was a longer video, but I wanted to talk to you guys about these, and we'll see you in the next one.